Hey everybody, it's me, TheRealErikaF, and I'm back this week on YouTube. I took some time off because I've been kind of busy, like, first of all, just living my life in LA, but then also getting everything together from my room and work and my life and gym and trying to establish a routine and stuff like that. But now I'm back, and everybody's been asking me so many questions about about LA. So I'm gonna make two different videos. This one is going to be my big move to LA Q&A. So I've got a lot of questions on YouTube, on my comments, and my Instagram DMs, and everything else. And I'm not gonna address like personal questions here because I tried to answer most of them as they came to me. But I'm just going to do like overall questions because I'm sure a lot of people, and I actually have seen a lot of people have the same questions. So I'll run down. So how much do you need to have saved up to move to LA? So for that, I keep telling everybody it really depends. Like, and people keep asking me like 5,000, 3,000, 1,000. Like if you want to be safe, it's as much money as you think you need. Like, I can't answer that question for you. I don't know how you live. I know how I live. So it depends if you're very frugal, if you just spend like that. It depends on your rent. It depends on your transportation costs. If you have a car, if you're paying a car note, how much your car note is, how much your car insurance is, how much your gas is going to be. If you don't have a car, if you're going to Uber, if you're going to be riding the bus. And then also if you have a job lined up, because if you have a job lined up, you're not going to need to save as much because you're going to have those checks coming. But if you don't have a job lined up and you're just waiting until you get here, then you're probably going to have more saved up, just based off of that, because you don't know where your next check is coming from to pay for rent and to pay for everything else. So that just really depends. I would just say you need to sit down, you need to write it all out. Write out how much you're estimated. First of all, write out how much you think you can save. What's the max that you can save? Don't worry about everything else. You need to start with how much money you're going to have and then make your plan off of that. Like if you think that you need to save $10,000 and there's no way you can save that in the time that you have, then you need to change your budget. And like if you could save $5,000, okay, then how much are you going to be paying for rent each month? Or do you have checks coming, or do you not? Because then your rent's going to have to be cheaper. It can't be $1,500 a month, because that's basically all the $5,000 right there for a couple months, not including food and transportation and everything else. So I would say just sit down and write out that budget, and then after you write it out, then start planning everything else around how much money you can have. I don't know. I am the kind of person where I'm gonna figure it out regardless, but if you're really worried and frantic, you need to sit down and really just plan it out. Where should you live? So a lot of people are like, yeah, I want to live in downtown, or I want to live in Hollywood, or I want to live here or there. I think, once again, it just all depends. If your biggest thing is money, you could live further out and commute. I live north of North Hollywood in Van Nuys, and I work in North Hollywood. So for me, I lived here over the summer, and I lived in Mid-City and worked in North Hollywood, and my drive home was like an hour, and that was like so annoying to me because I'm not used to that. So my biggest thing is I didn't want to have to be in the car for an hour and wasting 2 hours of my day to get to work and to get back to work every single day. I didn't want to do that. So that's why I live here. And it's also significantly cheaper than me living in downtown LA, living in the city, living near the beach. One of my coworkers from the summer, he's amazing. He lived near the beach, but that's also because he was a surfer. So when he would get home, it was like a good hour commute home every day, an hour to work. But as soon as he got home, he didn't need to go anywhere because he was near the beach, and that's where he wanted to be. He wanted to be surfing. He wanted to be in the water. So it didn't like hurt him at all. So if you plan on being out partying all the time, and you don't want to have to drive to and from, live in Hollywood, live in West Hollywood. If you want to be near a beach and you want those benefits, then live near one of the beaches. If you would rather live close to work and then commute other places, live close to work. It just really depends. So, and if you don't know where you're going to be working, that's fine. You can always just live where you want to live where you want to be doing things, and then find a job in that area when you get here. There's nothing wrong with it. Everything is really dependent on you and your plan. A lot of people ask me, this is a big question, is it affordable? How are you affording living there? So LA is definitely expensive, but it's fine. It's just like if you were to move across the country anywhere else. If I move from LA right now to Dallas, and I would have to save up money to live there. I would want to have a job so that I could afford to live there. And if I don't, then I would have to figure it out. And like, if I don't have like a salary job, I'd be working somewhere where I would have to work as hard as I can to live month to month, you know, like that's how it is anywhere you will move. LA is definitely affordable, and if you move here, you're gonna be okay. There's so many people here. We're all doing fine. Like, it's gonna be okay. Minimum wage is $12 an hour. If you work here, they just like started new laws where if you work more than 8 hours in one day, you get overtime. And if you work over 12 hours in one day, I believe you get double time. And if you work like 7 full days a week, so like if you're a server or something and you serve Monday through Sunday, that 7th day, every single hour you work, you're getting paid either overtime or double time. I can't really remember, but just look at those laws. Like, you're $12 an hour here versus $12 an hour home. You know, like, it's, I don't know, like you're gonna be okay. Like, if your minimum wage is $12 an hour and you're working a serving shift, that's like 10 hours a day. Depending on where you work. I used to serve and it would be like a minimum 10 hours a day. So that's instantly 2 hours of overtime right there. And you get like a paid lunch break that like you're required to take that's paid for when you work a certain amount of hours. Like, I don't know, there's nothing wrong with it. Just look for what's best for you, do what's best for you. And yeah, just, it's affordable. It's definitely affordable. You just have to budget and plan and spend where you need to spend. Like me, I haven't went out to eat since I got to LA. Well, I haven't had fast food since I've got to LA. I try to make it to where I meal prep every single week, and then the only meals that I'm eating that like aren't meal prepped are for free. So like they're bringing it to work, or somebody and me are going out to eat and they want to pay for it. Like, but I'm gonna make sure I can eat, but it's like I'm not about to keep going out and paying for meals every day. Like, no. And then I'm not gonna go out every single day, every single weekend to something that costs money. Like, no, because I want to have money for things that I actually want to do when the time comes up, and I want to have money left over just in case something pops up. Like, I don't want to spend every single dime I have. So just really budgeting and paying attention to what you have and where you're putting it. Another question I get a lot is it dangerous? Y'all, it's a city. It's LA. It's a city. It's just like a Chicago. It's just like a New York. It's like a St. Louis, a Houston, a Dallas, Austin, Miami. There's danger everywhere you go. There's danger in these little small towns. There's danger. There's areas that are dangerous. There are areas that aren't safe. There are areas that people probably shouldn't live in, but they live in because it's cheaper, and those areas are more dangerous. Yes. But if you're minding your business, like, nothing should happen. People shouldn't be worried about you if you're just minding your business, doing what you're here to do. And just be very cautious of your surroundings. Get a taser, get pepper spray. Don't live in sketchy areas. Look it up on Zillow, Google it, ask people. You can ask me. I don't know everything, but I will try my best to help y'all. I've tried to help everybody who has contacted me. But yeah, like, yes, there's danger. I wouldn't say it's dangerous. I have not once since I've been here felt like my life is in danger or anything's gonna happen to me. I do have a friend who her car got like, a man like came up to her car window and like reached in through the window while she was at a stoplight and like unlocked the door, got into the passenger seat, pushed her out the car, and then climbed into the driver's seat and stole her car. And she was just like sitting there in shock, you know? So, because of that, I always keep my windows like only cracked this much because like I'm scared somebody's gonna do that to me. So there are dangerous things that happen for sure, but I wouldn't say that the city is like substantially dangerous from anything else. And then the last question is, what is there to do? Like, is there really as much stuff as what people say? Yes, y'all. Yes, like there's always something going on. There's always somewhere to go. There's always somewhere to be. There's so many people, like there's so many events always happening. LA is just a great place, and if you check out the second video that I'm about to do, you'll get to hear some of the things that I've done and some of the people that I've met since I've been here. So check that out. Like, comment, subscribe to this. Comment any questions you have. Like I've said in so many other videos, DM me on Instagram. That's like the first place where I'll see your message. So if you have a question, DM me on Instagram. And yeah, if you need any advice, if you want to give me any advice, let me know. Yeah, so stay blessed, stay tuned, and I'll see you all soon. Have a great day. Bye.